Hey, it's Brunch with Brian time, your real estate live stream. And today, of course, it's St. Patrick's Day. So happy St. Patrick's Day. And St. Patrick's Day is always a fun day for some of us. Now, I happen to be half Irish. People sometimes are surprised by that because I have dark hair. But I guess I'm black Irish, what they call black Irish. So today it's a happy day for Irish people around the world. But St. Patrick's Day, there's more people about 5 times more people of Irish descent in America than even in Ireland now. So and that's when you start to think of everybody's doing these 23andMe and all these ancestry researches on their lineage. And I find this very interesting because what are people looking for, guys? What are people looking when they do these searches? And I did a search on this too, and it came out pretty much how I thought. But basically, I talked to somebody yesterday who said he's German, and he said, and German is a big part of why I'm the way I am. I'm strong, and he pounded on the table, and then I said, okay, well, how much German are you? And so he says, I'm about 30% German. All right, so now he's taking that German part of himself and identifying with that German part. Okay, now I'm half German, half Irish, basically. And so it's almost like, okay, what do you want to identify with? And then you realize, wow, you sort of create your own identity in the world. Now, you get a lot of messages from the outside world of who you are and what your identity is. And some of the messages, I mean, they all start when you're a kid, who you are and how you fit into the family and how you are a son or daughter and a brother or sister and how it all fits together. And as you grow up, you claim certain parts of yourself as part of your identity. So let's say you're really good at sports. Well, I'm a hockey player, or I'm a tennis player, or I'm a football player. Especially in high school, if you're playing a high school sport, you really start to identify. And let's face it, in high school, you sort of get thrown into cliques where that not might not be your identity, but you sort of get classified that way in a certain class as that's like your identity. So, but part of this is your lineage, and some people are very proud of their lineage. Some people today are wearing green, and I don't know why I'm not wearing green today. I just got dressed fast. So, but honestly, guys, I definitely identify with being Irish and being German too. Now, how do I identify with being German? When I think about, okay, I'm German, I think, well, I'm organized and I'm strong and I'm structured. I like structure, which is very true. And I come from an engineering family. My dad and both my brothers were electrical engineers. My sister's a chemical engineer. My other sister's a doctor. So I think that's kind of a German thing. I think that's the love of structure and discipline. And okay, now that's just me saying that's a German thing, right? And claiming that as kind of part of my identity. Now you've got the Irish side, and I was kind of wild when I was a teenager. But remember, when we turned teenagers, we could drink when we were 18. When back then, so we were kind of crazy and young and Irish. And on a day like today, St. Patrick's Day, we out there carousing and having a great time, and identify as Irish. It's funny today because a lot of people even identify as Irish who aren't Irish. So I'm half Irish. So now here's the thing about identity. So since you kind of claim your identity, and like this one guy, and I love this guy, and he's so strong and everything, but when he said I'm German, it's really only 30% German, but he's all German, because it's what we choose to identify with. So now it's your choice. So what do you choose to identify with? What are your national traits? What's your linealogy? Now, like I said, are you Irish? So if you're Irish, let's take the good part of the Irish. Okay? Don't have a drinking problem. Just be fun. It's funny because there's a lot of stereotypes with every nationality, and it is kind of funny. But, when you're building your identity and thinking of who you are, you want to claim positive traits. And so actually, I don't drink, but I used to drink, and so that's an Irish thing, I think. And then I there's a lot of things that, but I do really love people, and I'm very passionate. And it's funny because three of my four brothers had red hair. Three of my four brothers and sisters had red hair, and I was the black sheep. So guys, today choose your identity. Today think about who do I want to be, and yes, the outside world gives you messages, but if you make a strong goal and a strong commitment to a goal and say this is who I am and I'm moving forward, and that's the same way we talk about real estate. And what do I always tell you guys with real estate? To use that affirmation, I am a real estate winner. That's the most powerful affirmation. You should be thinking that about 10 times a day. So today you can say, I am an Irish real estate winner, okay? And you can identify with the good parts of being Irish, that you're happy and cheerful and you have a lyrical soul, which is, and you're emotional. And now all that can be great, up to a certain point. And I think, I love my Irish side. So my mom really identified with that too, and I love my mom and I identify a lot with my mom. So, but pick your traits. Now let's say you're not Irish at all. Well, what are you? So let's say if you're German, okay, I'm organized, I'm disciplined, I'm strong. Okay, so take the traits, whatever, look at, whatever you are. Maybe you're Swedish. Okay, what are Swedish people? Delve down deep, figure out what traits are in your nationality. Swedish people are non-committal. I don't know, they are, Switzerland stays out of wars. Swedish people are loving, I guess, and strong too. And let's think about now. I used to grow up. We in Minnesota. There's a lot of Swedes. So pick your whatever your genealogy is. Think of the positive traits, and I want you to identify what possible negative traits seem to come along with that too, because there's always two sides of every coin. And then try to really identify with those positive traits today. And if you're Irish, we're going to be cheerful and we're going to be positive, friendly, and jovial, and not drink too much because that's the flip side, right? Okay, so I love you guys, and today is a great day. And don't forget now, tomorrow, and I should have been talking about this in the very beginning, tomorrow is our Taking Action workshop, and that's going to be amazing and powerful and life-changing. And so I want you to be ready for that. You're going to take great notes. It starts a half hour earlier than the Brunch with Brian. So I'll see you here basically a half hour earlier. Now you're going to get a link sent out to you today. We're going to send out an email with the link attached, so you'll have that. And then we'll send it out again tomorrow morning. And so I expect to see you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time for a great day of training. Now I think we're going to go about 6 hours, but I might, we might latch onto something and go a little bit longer. So we might go probably 6-7 hours in that ballpark, with all the most current cutting edge stuff, everything that I want you guys focusing on right now. And spring is coming here, and summer's coming. So the market we're getting out of the winter. So you guys live in winter states, this is time to really rev it up. So let's get going, let's get together, let's get a good mastermind mindset tomorrow together and really forge our financially free future. That sounds great. Let's forge our financially free future together tomorrow. So guys, be here tomorrow for Taking Action Workshop. Again, we'll send you a link in an email today. If you have any questions, you can always call the office and talk to Dashel. And other than that, we'll see you tomorrow. So guys, let's do our deep breathings. Okay, deep breath in with a big smile. Guys, this always gets your day started off good. You know that physically. Deep breath in. Hold it a little bit. It's good when you hold it a little bit, and sometimes it's good when you breathe in extra a lot. Deep breath in. You can actually expand your lung capacity. It's like you're exercising your lungs when you take super deep breaths. So that's a great way to start our day. So claim your positive traits today. I'm gonna be the best Irish person I can be today. Okay, it's gonna be our affirmation. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be the best Irish person I can be today. Okay, now you're not even Irish, but that's okay. So you can, yeah, guys, you can identify with anything, and that's the cool thing. That's like sometimes I think about actors and that. I mean, they can pretend to be anything, and so sometimes that's a really valuable trait, and that's something we all could do when we were kids. So sometimes you got to do a little pretend game in your head to convince your subconscious that it's true, and then all of a sudden it becomes true. And so I am a real estate winner. That's the big affirmation. Let's do that one. One, two, three. I am a real estate winner. One more time. I am a real estate winner. That's what I want you identifying with. Okay, well, great day today. I will see you tomorrow. And that's going to be awesome. We're going to have a wonderful day tomorrow.